demonstrate, as soon as you see them getting together arguing dogma and calling it religion, because most of the masses don't get religion. And that's not an attack on anyone, that's just simply the truth.
I mean, believers don't get this information, just adepts. Adepts, whether you're dealing with Skull and Bones, Knights Templars, Knights of Columbus, Eastern Stars, Daughters of Isis, Kyklos, Ku Klux Klan, Union Guard, White Camellia, Skull and Bones, anyone in your mystic degrees, all of them, don't get it twisted, just because they're in Islam or Christianity or Judaism, they're all Kabbalists. Are we clear? Yeah. And all of them know what that Kaaba is in Mecca. All of them do. And we ain't talking about the evils that people do in the name of religion. We're talking about the science that is the true cosmology, Kabbalistic yoga philosophies that comprises religion across the planet. Are we clear? That's where your imams, your rabbis, your ministers, your sheiks, your grand sheiks, your Skull and Bones members, etc., all of them are Kabbalists. Are we clear? All of them are adepts. Are we clear? Because they're dirty and very few of them are clean, they've created these things that you know as sects. S-E-C-T-S. And those are those little package games they made to divide people against each other in the name of religion when the masses don't get religion. Are we clear? I'll give you another key, and I challenge you to challenge it. Spirit and spirituality means breath and the art of breathing and nothing else. And all priests know that. Spirit and spirituality is breath, the art of breath, learning to breathe to prepare your cells to receive the electrical charges from the Akashic records that exist in nature that connects you to the higher mind, which is religion. Spirit, the masses are trained to think or to believe that when you, I, or anyone else says spirit, they're talking about conceptually what the masses know as religion. Mm-hmm. Spirit means breath and nothing else. Spirituality means the art of breathing to activate the cells which have memory in them. Mm-hmm. It's also a form of what you would call body washing, baptism, if you get the whole point. You know, because, you know, just like you fast to clean the cells, so is breathing also energizing the cells. You know how like when oxygen doesn't get to your pituitary gland? Yeah. Same purpose. Because it activates or stimulates the cells to receive knowledge, which is called gnosis,
and the knowledge
which is the philosophy, and the rebinding to the memories that set in your cells of your ancient mothers and fathers. And that is religion. And nothing else is. And all of the pretty much secondary layers that have been put on this principle is dogmata. Has more to do with political controls than it is with nature law. Religion itself is a study of the workings of nature, the forces in nature, etc. Push and pull, magnetic pulls in the earth, in the atmosphere, the effects of the epigee and the apogee in the rotation of the planet around the sun and the rotation of the moon around the earth and its cause and effect on the earth and on all living things, which also comprises the seasons and the elements. That's religion, cosmology. And the philosophies that go with it. The moral philosophy that's learned from life in nature itself. That's religion. That's not spirituality. That's religion. All right? And it's universal. And understand that it's not a version. Versions are secularism created by the priesthood for control purposes and for graft. self-aggrandizement.
Okay, you were saying, you said the Kabbalah. And the books that come out of that, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, those are nothing but...
All of those books must be looked at from a Kabbalistic perspective first in order to properly comprehend them and apply them. If not, your concepts will be storyline, some useful, but it's not going to give you the gnosis that's in them. And this is how the priesthood has pretty much locked the masses out for selfish reasons. Now, the word God is Germanic. It is actually only hundreds of years old, not thousands of years old. And I'm going to call on the radio show. And it comprises a study of the Germanic tribes of the ancient Hindu, and Persians, the Kabbalistic knowledge. And it was actually rooted in what they call Kodam and Huda. And that is a doing, action, a body of knowledge, not a being. And the symbol that represents that knowledge is called the good being, or swastika, which represents the 4 gates of the universe. Represents the 4 seasons, the 4 elements, etc. And they have the arms, the quadro square, counterclockwise. And it's the oldest, what they would call, religious symbol on the planet. In modern times, usually given a negative because people don't know its origin. That's to turn them from it. That's the culture of the planet. And that is the good being, and that's where you get the term that's used in modern so-called religious philosophy, where they call the supreme being. That's where that came from.